I ended up busting.
Usher, how much again?
Hold up. Why is it so good?
Oh God, it's so good.
Mmm. Hey yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Mark back with another video. This time I'm doing what am I doing? Oh yeah, my bad. This time I'm doing a story time, you feel me? Doing something new, new background. If you didn't see the last video, I moved back to my dorm. Pretty nice setup. I changed the beds. It used to be different beds, but now it's not. So yeah, so anyway, the story times, I'm doing two this time too because they're kind of short. So it's not really, not really that much I can do about it, but it's gonna be the time I almost died, and it's gonna be the time that I thought it was in like GTA or some like video game. So I'm gonna start out with the time I almost died. I'm pretty sure this was 2018 in the summertime. By the way, it was 4th of July. Actually, it was like that night or where every night with the fireworks and everything was happening. By the way, yo, anyone from Philly was like between May and like June, like end of May and like mid-June, were they just doing fireworks for no reason? Like that was so annoying. I'm over here slumped like, and then people like boom, 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 like bro, let me sleep. What are you doing? So it's 2000. Look, pictures. Summer 2018. Everything's going good. I'm out here, downstairs. It was 2018. All right. So I'm downstairs, playing 2K and stuff. Just chilling like I normally do. And fireworks go off. Boom, boom, boom. The basic ones. Then you hear the big ones that sound like someone just dropped a nuke. It's like boom, boom. And I'm like, oh snap, ducking and stuff. And I'm like, my mom like, yo, chill. It's like, it's just those bombs, like not bombs, but those fireworks do. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, didn't think much after that. And then all I heard was another boom, but this joint sound different. You feel me? Like it was a boom, but it wasn't a boom, if you know what I mean. So this boom was a little too close to the house. I heard the boom, and then I heard a noise that hit the back of the house, because my game room was in the back of the house. And I'm explaining what happened after this whole situation. I hear that click, and I'm like, yo, mom, that don't sound normal, you feel me? Like that doesn't sound normal at all. So what I do, because I'm black, what I do is I get up, first I had the headset on, so I don't even know how loud it actually was. I take the headset off. I lightly put down my controller. I get up, forgot the game. I paused it, of course. And then I walked up to the living room where my mom was at. And I'm like, Mom, something just hit the house. And she's like, boy, what are you talking about? Like, you tripping. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going back there. Cause something hit the house. Like I told her I'm not going back there. She said, stop, saying this is a PG child, I can't, And then she said, go back there. So I'm like, I don't really know. Like I'm over here contemplating, like I feel like something bad about to happen. And right as I decide to go back to the game room, I take about, let's see, I was in the living room, so yeah, I walked like towards the fridge almost. All there was a boom, pop, ping, and then I dove to the ground and started crying. I was like, oh, yo, like this is crazy. And my mom was like, oh my God, what was that? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, why are you asking me? I don't know. I just got to the ground. I'm not trying to die. Then, like, after like a good 30 seconds of me just sitting there and realizing nothing else is about to happen, I get up, go to the back. I turned on the light and there's a bullet hole. But the thing was, so like, say I'm sitting like this, like playing the game. I'm like, oh snap, like yo, I'm really cooking you, like well, curry, bam, bam, tune, cross, hezzy.
Boy, if you don't get.
And my head's here and the wall's here. The bullet went through the wall where my head would have been if I just stayed there. If I stayed there, I would have had a bullet through my head. I go back there and I'm like, Mom, it's a bullet through the wall. Like you know, like when the stuff inside the wall, like the insulation and stuff was out and it was like everywhere. And the bullet, first of all, we couldn't find the bullet for like a good 20 minutes because it came in and it hit the oven and it hit the top because it had it was a crack there. And then we were trying to find a bullet and we finally found the bullet. It was underneath a chair under the it was underneath a chair. I was at the oven. Then we found the bullet after 20 minutes. It was underneath a chair in the living room. There we go. You know. And it was, of course, it was dented. And then my mom, before that happened, my mom called the cops and we was waiting. But then the investigators came and then stuff like that. They were just talking about it. By the way, he was like, yo, you know, you got yourself a nice little son. You know, he looked like you played ball, which I did, but I was bad back in 2018. I started getting good in like 2019 by the end. And I was, you know, I'm over here like, yeah, no. Then they talk about grades and stuff. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm not the bad like when it comes to grades. And that's off topic. That's not off topic, but it's on topic. That was a male investigator. There was 2 investigators that went to the house because we also have cameras and they had to check the cameras, but they ain't see anything. But yeah, it's like I didn't almost die, but I would have. It's like a what if situation. Like if Derrick Rose never got hurt. This is like if Mark never moved out of that spot. Like I would have most likely died, to be honest. Now I think about it, I did almost die. But like, yeah, and then also since that incident happened, I had to move my game room all the way to the front of the house where it had like the brick stuff. So like if a bullet would go, it wouldn't go through the house. It would just, you know, hit that and then it'll probably like just stop. So that's a nice little story time right there to get everything situated. This is maybe a series. I got stories. But yeah, that's the time I almost died. It's very short, but I technically did almost die. Is there another time I almost died? No, I mean, there was a time like I was on the first time I was on the plane and we took off. It was like, yo, and then like I don't know anything about planes. First, I hate planes. This is why I never wanted to go to the NBA or anything. I never wanted to get on a plane. I just don't like planes. Yeah, the plane goes up, and I don't know anything about planes, but the engine didn't sound like it was on because like at one point it was just like I felt it go back. Like the engine cut off for like 2-3 seconds, and I'm like, yo, like, we about to die, and it just cuts back on and then go all the way up. So I mean, that's another time. Kind of, not really. So now we're gonna go to the time I thought I was in like GTA or a video game. This one's weird because it still doesn't make sense to me on how everything planned out. So this is like when I was in daycare, so I was in middle school. And what my family used to do on Fridays, this is Friday the 13th, I remember that because it was Friday, and my mom was like, it's Friday the 13th, we're not gonna go to this such and place, or this such and such place, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, because she's like, we're just gonna order cheesesteaks when we go home. I'm like, bet, because my family used to do Pig Out Fridays, where we like go to our grandpa's house and we just eat and just hang out. So what we did this time was just went from the daycare to my house, which is not that far away from each other, and my mom, you know, she pulls up to the car. I like, you know, I'm feeling it's like normal. She gets out the car. We get out the car. She goes to the corner store first. I went to the house, unlocked the thing, put my stuff in, then was going to the corner store, which is literally at the corner, like 2 houses down. And all I heard was skirt, and I turned around like. Cause I really turned around slow, like no cap. I was like, cause I'm baffled, I'm perplexed at this event that I'm witnessing with my eyes. I see a pickup truck drift around the corner. First of all, mind you, I don't know why, but like no one was parked on our block for some reason, so that made it weird too. Cause there's just so many empty spots, and it's just like my mom's car, the neighbor's car, empty, and the whole block was just empty, and there's probably one car at the other end of the block. He comes around and starts swerving like a snake on the street, and I'm just sitting there like, yo, is he about to hit me? But I'm like frozen because I'm like, dang, I'm really just watching this happen. Like, I don't know what's happening. He swerves out of my mom's, like in the front of my mom's car, almost hitting it. Swerves again. Then swerves and hits the house. But before he hit the house, another truck came behind him, and I'm assuming it was chasing him. But he was like probably like 10 seconds behind him. The first truck hit ran into the house that was across the street from my house. It broke the gate and it like took off the side of the house. And I'm like, yo, like, did I just witness a car accident? And right as we're about to go and check up on him, the big truck, which is it was like a silver pickup truck as well, came up from behind. But as he's coming up from behind, the guy that was driving the truck that crashed into the house before, the dude jumped out. He jumped out the car. And he started running towards, not running, hold on, let me demonstrate real quick. Don't mind the shorts. He was like, oh, yo, that's crazy, yo. And mind you, I'm just sitting there like watching. He gets out the car, he does that. He says this, he says, yo, bro, that's crazy, bro. I wonder how that happened. He says, I wonder how that happened. And he ran, first, I don't know where all these other people came from, but there's like a whole bunch of people that came out the corner store. I don't remember even going into the corner store, but I guess I did. Dang. Anyway, we just standing there, and then he runs out. It's like, yo, I don't know how that happened, bro. And then right as he got past the crowd of people, he just dipped down the street. I never seen that man again in my life. I don't even think he got caught. I know what he looks like too. Like the description that I told the cops. But I'll get to that point. And he dipped, and we never seen him again. I never seen him again, and it was weird. And then also, it was like something off of GTA. Like he got Lester, and just like, yo. But as the gray pickup truck pulls up, I don't even remember what he said. I just remember he got out the car. He was mad. He walked to the car, and no one was in the passenger or the driver's seat. And we just explained what just happened. Like, we just saw this man just he got out, ran, like not even ran, he did a light jog like he was running a marathon past everyone, and then just dipped up the street. Like, we don't know what happened to him. And mind you, it was another person in the front, like the first car, in the passenger seat. Someone else was sitting there. I think he was knocked out because he didn't move. So I'm assuming he was knocked out. He's like, boom and make it boom. You know, there's a dead body right there, you know? And he wasn't really dead, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he was knocked out, and the bull left him. And after that, I don't even know what happened to the bull that got out the car. I don't know what happened to the guy that was already in the car. I don't even know what happened to the guy that was in the back of the car. Not the back of the car, the other side, like the second car. And what happened? Then the cops came, and then, well, when my mom called the cops, and you know, she gotta put on her white voice. That's what she says. White voice, I don't know, but apparently makes the cops come faster because, you know, a black neighborhood, this and that. Anyway, yeah, she calls the cops, and then they came late too. They came like a half an hour late. It was like no point of like anything happening at that point. It's like you can't catch anybody. He was already gone. And they came, I had to tell them what I saw. Then after that, like nothing really happened after that. Like everything just act like nothing happened after. Like, it was weird. Like, the whole thing, like, I witnessed everything. I won't forget this. And nothing was done about it. I don't know what happened. And then also when I was going to school, it was the guy's front bumper was there. So what I assumed was it was a hit and run. That's basically what it was. So the freaking brown truck and the first car hit the gray car, and then he tried to run. That's why he was driving all erratic, probably because he didn't have any insurance still, you know what I'm saying? Probably didn't even have a driver's license. And yeah, that's basically what happened. It was, yeah, like I will never forget that. It was wild to me. Yo, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Those were the two I had, and it was real, like real short stories. Like I told you, it wasn't gonna be like long. I mean, I was recording for 17 minutes, but that's not really long in my eyes, because I could just cut it down anyway. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, if you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoyed it, make sure to tell me that, like in the comments, so I can make sure to do more story times. Cause I do have more stories. My life at first I thought was not interesting, but it is. And then like you can comment down like video ideas of story times, cause I basically been through it all. Not all, but like kind of all. But yeah. So.